So hi everyone, this is Afsal from HEDGEWEALTH. So I have shared the watch list yesterday on our Discord group. So everybody knows that I have shared the charts. So based on the levels, I had made an entry on UPL. So there will be two targets. First will be the day's high, and the second would be the level of resistance. So I'm just making a buy at this particular point, and let's see what happens on this. So unfortunately, my stop loss got triggered, and this happened to be a failing trade. So I made a loss of 0.6 percentage on UPL. UPL just got reversed. So the reason for taking this particular trade was it just broke the level of resistance, and on the pullback, I just made my entry. But I should have waited a little bit more, I guess. But anyway, it is a losing trade, so I lost like a 0.6 percentage on UPL. So let's see for the another trades. So now the trade on Bharat Forge. So I just made my entry at this point. So once the market is on a bullish move and on market depth it is having a super buying pressure. So just made my entry at this market price with a stop loss of 0.5%. So let's see what happens. So it has reached the particular target. I just booked my profit around that price, not on the top, like around this area. When it has reached that particular point, I just made my exit. Approximately like 0.7 percentage is my target on this particular stock, and so this is like almost 1 is to 1.7 is my risk reward on this particular trade. So this is another trade on Tata Power. So I just waiting for my entry. Once it is give a pullback at this point, I just made my entry and I kept my stop loss just below the swing low. So again, as marked as yesterday, the stock is having a long build up formed on this. So I just made my entry at this point, expecting a target of around 1%. So 1 is to 2 is my risk reward on this particular trade. So I have just exited the trade. It's been too long and no momentum has been formed. So I'm just exiting this particular Tata Power trade with cost to cost. So this is a break even trade, and I'll be exiting this. This is my another trade on Granulas. Granulas is having a long build up from yesterday, and the stock is on an uptrend. So based on the days candles and all, so the market is on an uptrend move. So I am making my entry aggressively at this point on the second candle itself. So it has broken this level already, and it is having a huge buyer's pressure, and the stop loss is around 0.5%. So let's see what happens on this. So Granulas has given me the target. So I just made a profit of something around 1.1%. So I'm exiting this trade at this particular point. So that will be it on Granulas. I made a long. So it has a long build up, and the stock has respected its particular level of resistance and the support levels. So and it is supported by the EMA too. So that will be it on Granulas for now. So there's another trade which I took it on Cadillac. Still, the Cadillac is having a long build up, and as everyone knows that the overall sentiment for the pharmaceutical sector is so positive, and the long build up is supporting it, and Cadillac is at all time high. So the target is kind of an issue, but still I am expecting once after a breakout, expecting a target of roughly around 1%. So that's what I am expecting on this. So let's see. So unfortunately, the stock couldn't move much further. I had booked my losses around 0.4%. The losses were little bit extra just below that black line, but the market is not pushing up, so exited around a loss of 0.4 percentage on this Cadillac. So I found another opportunity in granulas. As you guys can see that the particular stock is on an uptrend. I made a long position on this, but after that I had a trend line which was respecting on an uptrend, but it formed a triangle breakout. But what happened was the opposite volume has kicked in on the seller side and has given a breakout. So I just made my entry at a level of support with a stop loss just above that candle. So Granulas has given the target. As you can see that my stop loss was respected. So the roughly the target of the second trade on Granulas is around 1.3%, which is almost a one is to 2, 1 is to 1.94 is the risk reward, I guess. So this happened to be a winning trade on a shorter side. The reason is it has just broken the trend line with a volume, and it has supported my point of view and lot of other conclusions other. So this is another winning trade on granulas. So I'm taking an entry on Axis Bank right now because the Bank Nifty is giving a downside move with the volume right now. So based on Bank Nifty, I'm just making my this trade uh, for a short position entry with a stop loss of zero point 0.5. And I have exited this trade. It has given me a moment of 0.4%. That is the point where I trailed my stop loss to cost, but my trailing stop loss got hit. And today the bank nifty is kind of sideways and not respecting at all, and it's not a trending market, so I'm just got exited on this particular trade. So that will be it for today. I say tuned for more videos for coming days. Thank you so much.